Hope you are doing well. Today, horror incident about unseen entity or demon. John was staying with his cousin Peter, and one night they decided to sleep in the garage. The garage was a bit old, but it had enough space for both of them. They set up their sleeping bags and talked for hours about school, friends, and their favorite video games. Eventually, they both fell asleep. Around midnight, John woke up feeling very thirsty. The garage was dark and quiet, except for the sound of the wind outside. He called out softly, "Peter, I'm thirsty. Can you get me some water?" Peter didn't wake up, so John called out again. "Aunt Mary, can you get me some water?" To his surprise, Aunt Mary came into the garage a few moments later, carrying a glass of water. She handed it to John with a gentle smile. John drank the water, thanked her, and went back to sleep. The next morning, John was sitting at the breakfast table with Peter and Aunt Mary. "Thank you for the water last night, Aunt Mary," he said. Aunt Mary looked confused. "I didn't give you any water last night, John," she replied. John was shocked and looked at Peter, who was calmly eating his cereal. Peter looked up and said, "Oh, that must have been our friendly spirit. Sometimes it helps out around the house. There's no need to worry." John was amazed and a little scared. He never thought spirits could be helpful. "A friendly spirit?" he asked. Peter nodded. "Yeah, it's been here for as long as I can remember. It never does anything harmful. Just small things like what happened last night." After breakfast, John and Peter went outside to play, but John's mind was still on the spirit. Later, when they took a break, John shared his own strange story. "When I was younger, something strange happened at my house," he began. "I was sitting in the living room when I saw a man come out of our bathroom. He walked very strangely. I got up and followed him to see who he was and where he was going. The man walked to the wall and disappeared right in front of my eyes. I got so scared that I became ill." Peter listened with wide eyes. "What happened next?" he asked. "When my uncle came home," John continued, "he asked me to describe the man. I told him about the man's height, mustache, and figure. My uncle was shocked. When I asked him what was wrong, he said that the man I described was a guard who worked on our land and had died 4 days before the same day I saw him." Peter was silent for a moment. "Wow, that's even scarier than our spirit," he finally said. John nodded. "It was terrifying. But after hearing about your friendly spirit, I guess not all spirits are scary." The two boys spent the rest of the day playing and talking about their experiences. John felt a little better, knowing that not all encounters with spirits had to be frightening. It's my advice, if you ever visit, remember to be careful around the river and the forest. For the spirits that are hungry for fear, always inquire about the house before move in. Keep yourself and others safe from any type of scary activity. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.